Welcome to Video Digest by Preeti Shah. Today in the series of vectors, we are going to check about geometric vector addition. So, first of all, when we have to add two vectors, what are the steps to construct the addition? Okay, let's see. So, to construct P plus Q, as we can see all our P and Q, the examples, we have to first draw P. Okay, then at the arrowhead, at the end of P, draw a Q. Okay. And now join the beginning of P to the arrowhead at the end of Q. This is vector P plus Q. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how exactly this is done. Okay. Now, as you can see here, this is P. So this is the starting of P. Let me take a pen and increase the size. Okay. This is the starting of P and this is the arrowhead of P. So now according to the rule, we will first draw P, which is like this. Okay. Now this is the arrowhead of P. Now Q, at the end of P, you have to draw Q. Okay. So here you will draw Q, which will go up to 2 like this. Okay. And from P to Q, this is your P plus Q. So it is something like this. Again, starting from the start, going till the arrowhead, we draw this as P plus Q. This is your P, this is your Q. Okay. Now, as you can see, P is like this and Q is like this. So what we can do, I'm just going to draw over here. So where the P ends, you have to start the Q. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, 3. So now this entire thing becomes your P plus Q. Okay. Now, talking about this, P is the arrow is over here and Q is over here. So first you draw P. I'm just going to show you how to draw P. So the P will be the same size and position as it is shown. Okay. So I'm just going to draw P. Now the Q has to come at the arrowhead of P. Okay. And it is going in this direction. So I will take my Q. I will take my Q in that direction like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then this is my Q. And then from the arrow, from the starting point of P to the arrowhead of Q, I will join this both. I will use a line. I will join this both. And this will become my P plus Q. Okay. So where the arrow ends, you have to start from the beginning of the P, starting point of P, and take the arrow to the end of the Q, which becomes P plus Q. Okay. So one more example. Okay. Now let's see this example. As you can see, P is pointing down. So we will draw as it is, however it is drawn. Okay. Let's do it. So, okay. P is pointing down like this. Okay. And the arrowhead is over here, pointing here. This is the arrowhead. So this is your P. Now where your arrowhead is, your Q should start from there. So this is like a horizontal line. So let's draw it using another color. So let's draw it. Where the P ends, the arrowhead of P, there the Q starts and Q is in this direction. So we will draw it in that direction, same direction. As you know, vectors are magnitude as well as direction. So magnitude will not change, nor will the direction will change. And now this is your Q, okay? And now when I connect this starting point of P with the arrowhead of Q like this, okay? So this will become my P plus Q. Now, this you might be thinking it is going in the opposite direction and all. We need not worry about it. Let's see how to draw. So let's take P as like this. P is like this. Let's take P as like this, the way it is. Okay. And now the Q is going in the opposite direction, but it starts with the head of the P. Remember that. Okay. So we will also go in the opposite direction, but very close to Q, something like this. Okay, the smaller one. Okay. So you should not be afraid of all these things. It's okay. It doesn't matter. We just have to follow the rules. This is P, this is Q. The starting point of P to the arrowhead of Q will be your P plus Q. Okay. So this is your P plus Q. Okay. Now, this is simple. We just follow the rules. P is like this. So draw it like that. Okay. Now, how is Q? Q is going like this. So we will bring it like this. Okay. So let's bring Q like that. Okay. And now the starting point of P to the arrowhead of Q. Correct? So starting point of P to the arrowhead of Q. And that is it. So that is your P plus Q. Okay. I hope that is clear. We will come with more examples in the next vector session about the geometric vector addition with few examples. Thank you.